Jamie Warner, certified by WeatherRate for the most accurate forecast in the Ozarks.
And just like that, Halloween is over and we are steamrolling forward toward Thanksgiving and then Christmas. Let's take a look back at October, though, first, before we start talking about the month of November. October, certainly had a lot of warmth, but there was some really cold weather in there, too. You can see our highest reading was 85 back on October the 5th, but there were quite a few days where highs got into the mid-80s. Our lowest temperature was during that hard freeze, that cold snap that we had back around October the 19th. That morning in particular got down to 21, but there were other parts of the Ozarks that got down into the teens that morning. When you averaged out the cold and the warm, though, what we found is that temperatures were just a little bit below normal for the month of October. As far as rainfall, it all came in one fell swoop with that big rainstorm that generated 2 to 4 inches across a broad part of the area. Here in Springfield for the month of October, 3.5 inches, just a smidge below normal when you look at average. Looking ahead to November, I think with the warmth that we're going to find front loaded in the month, that's going to tend to set us up for, when you average everything out, a warmer than normal month of November. But I do think cold will gradually build in once we get toward the middle of the month or during the second half of the month of November. Also, I think we're front loading things in terms of wet weather. We've got a wet storm system that's going to move through this coming weekend. So I think by the time we get to the end of the month of November, we're going to find that it was a slightly wetter than normal month as well. Let's talk about the warmth. Here we are, day one. 75 was the high today. Certainly looking at a warm pattern, not only today, but it looks like that warm pattern is going to be with us for the next several days as this trough, this deep trough, develops in the western United States. And that is helping to flood the middle of the country with warm air. That's going to keep us in the 70s for highs through Friday. Overnight lows are going to be trending higher, too. First into the 50s for morning lows by Thursday, and then low 60s come Friday morning. And we're going to hold off rain, I think, for most of the area until Friday night. As far as high temperatures tomorrow, looks like we're back in the 70s, about 74 for a high. Wind's not terribly strong out of the south at 5 to 15 miles per hour. I mentioned that because ahead of this developing storm in the west, we're going to find wind gradually increasing this week. On Thursday, it will be breezy. Winds out of the south at 10 to 20 miles per hour, but we're going to have gusts over 20 miles per hour with highs in the mid to possibly upper 70s, 76 for a high in Springfield, and even warmer possibly on Friday in parts of the area. This is a day where there's probably going to be quite a bit of cloud cover, but if the clouds are thin enough, given the setup, we could find highs across a lot of the area in the mid to upper 70s. Right now, I'll cap things off at about 76 here in Springfield. Winds will be very gusty out of the south at 15 to 25 miles per hour, but I think we're going to be looking at gusts between 30 and 40 miles per hour that afternoon. And I think that wind will continue into the evening hours as that storm approaches. Near record highs, that's a possibility over the next several days. I think we're going to fall well short tomorrow, but Thursday and Friday, a different story. Only 4 degrees off the record both days, the record being 80 degrees here in Springfield Thursday and Friday. As that storm approaches with the warmth and wind, that wind is helping to push Gulf of Mexico moisture north across Texas and Oklahoma. And I think we're going to see a ribbon of it try to develop ahead of that system into our area. Now, I say all that because it looks like this storm is a classic fall storm, lots of wind energy, but not much in the way of instability. If there is more instability than what is currently forecast, then I think severe weather will be a possibility with this system as it moves through Friday night into early Saturday. One thing's for certain, I think we're going to get a pretty good soaking, a quick hitting round of rain, but a quick soaking rainfall out of it, where much of the area picks up between 1 and 2 inches of rain. And it'll get cooled down too in the wake of that storm. Highs in the low 60s Saturday, but it's a brief cool spell because I think we're back in the 70s by Monday.
Boy, getting nice look here at really what should be September weather.
Yeah, weather. And minus the storm, Friday night into Saturday, minus that storm. I mean, that's a good looking forecast for the first week of November.
It is really